guessing those are gun ports. Whew, no. This is the museum and the ship. Torpedoes. Probably the captain's chair. An interesting artifact. Nampaso. Probably a mascot dog. How good that he should live in immortality, sorta. What comfort, what interest, what pleasure did he give to the crew and perhaps those who sailed the ship? I didn't check, but I think the boat we're on is the frigate Presidente Sarmiento, named after Domingo Faustino Sarmiento, apparently a president of Argentina. 6 de mayo de 1872. This must be the wheel. It also seems to suggest engine. Maybe it's engine RPMs. It's kilograms per centimeter, or maybe that's the pressure on the engine, I don't know. I wonder if that's what these hooks were in fact for. Notice over time how the boards are separated, whether they've shrunk or what, I don't know. Apparently the engine room, or one of them. This is the bottom of the center mass. Well, it's not the bottom, it's the part that goes through the first floor. And it looks like it's about 3.5 to 4 feet in diameter at this point. I don't know whether these are gear or valve reductions, is what it seems to say, but I don't know. It is interesting they go from large to quite a bit smaller. Maybe it was like shifting gears on a bicycle. This looks like it might have been the stateroom. Whatever that means, or the common room. People might meet for dinner or whatever. How elegant the Titanic must have looked when they first boarded. Lennox plate. And this would have been at the center of the main table. Somebody's cabin. Typical. Nice boat cabin. Oh, this looks like the steering area. Notice the knot at the top of this brass covered post. Bit of arcane seamanship for sure. This may have been the officer's mast. Presidente. Doble fondo. Whatever that means. Double background. Look at how these ships are made with either rivets or bolts. These are presumably awards that were won by the crew in the ship. This ship must have traveled to China. This is called the Casco de Samurai, in other words, the helmet of the samurai. Notice this continuation of the sculpture, an abstraction, if you will. Notice there are at least 4 of those huge buildings down there. the ones closest to us, maybe farthest away, apparently all finished off. Landscaped. Which suggests the ones that I passed initially are just the latter part of the entire project, which is somewhat inspiring, I would think, for the city. Have that continuing growth and demand. I don't know when the ship was built, but hopefully they learned the lesson from the Titanic, or evidence that the lesson was already known and had enough boats for the passengers. I don't know. But maybe it was totally a military ship and they didn't have to concern themselves with the low class and steerage. Lots of nice wood through here. Elegant benches. The wheel hours. 3 or 6 men could provide the power to turn the ship. Look at the size of that spar. Gotta wonder where they found wood like that was cohesive. This must have been a pleasant place to be, perhaps as an officer. How many men have stood at the railing where I stood and looked at ports all around the world? And notice that that building down there is different in construction and materials. I have to assume these are original ropes. Look at the heavy brass. As I look at it, I wonder if this dumbbell-shaped thing here was to keep the rope on or allow them to pull this out quickly to release the rope. They didn't call ropes, I'm sure. Pretty spacious area. I wonder what it was all used for. Was this really a military ship, or was this for protection? Or those other ports really gun ports? These are interesting devices because there's 3 pulleys there, 1 pulley on the outside, loops below, or whatever you want to call them, eyelets. And then this curious configuration here. Did it hold rope, or did it hold devices of some sort? Since there are 4 posts, each at the 4 corners wrapped in brass, could it be that they were used, each post was relevant to each of the 4 pulleys? 2 more little guns.